The Munchables is certainly a game. Sometimes there are games out there that are so strange, so odd, and, well, pretty stupid that whoever's played them, it'll stick with them. And the Munchables is definitely one of those games. Trust me, it is an experience you're probably not going to forget. The Munchables was a game originally released in 2009 by Bandai Namco for the Wii. And with a name like The Munchables, you could probably guess the main mechanic of the game involves eating, and yeah, that's all you do in the game, basically. And we're going to be talking about everything about this game, so just buckle up. I mean, trust me, this car's going to crash. I'm going to do my best to describe this game from the levels to the music and the absolute weirdness that is the story. So anyway, let's just get straight into it. The Munchables live on the planet of Ving, a fantastic world made up of many islands all connected by rainbows. And that's a quote from the game, by the way.
A fantastic world made up of many islands, which are all connected by rainbows.
The Munchables love to eat, and they're provided infinite food by the magical orbs. They also have a leader, the Great Elder. Out of the blue, alien space pirates known as Tabimon monsters rain down from the sky in their UFOs, stealing the legendary orbs. As you can see, these little goobers look like food, so the Munchables, the even bigger goobers, decide they're going to eat these goobers alive. The legendary orbs give the Tabimon monsters immense power, so one of the two playable Munchables and the Great Elder go on a quest to get the legendary orbs back. So on this grand adventure, it mostly consists of eating Tabimon monsters alive. And that's a great transition for the gameplay because that's what you do in every level. The gameplay is simple. You're spawned into a level and all you can do is eat Tabimon monsters. Some are a higher level and require you to attack them and break them apart into smaller levels so you can consume them. As you eat them, your level will go higher, meaning you can eat bigger Tabimon monsters. Normally, the goal of the level involves getting from point A to B or eating a special Tabimon monster. There's 8 worlds in the game, 2 levels per world, plus a boss fight, and I'm going to mention all these bosses because some of them are pretty silly. The first world of the game is Starving Island, and it's the one you've been seeing in the background. The green, grassy plains, the village. It's a pretty enjoyable world. Obviously, it's the most basic because the levels in it are kind of the tutorial levels, but it's still a good world overall, and I actually do really like this place's music. But I'm just going to skip to the boss now for this world. This world's boss is Brocco Lee. There's not much to say about him. His name's just funny. That's all I'm going to say about him, actually. Next up is World 2, the Potbelly Ruins. Immediately when you get there, you notice that it's been infested with Tabimon monsters. Suddenly, a dinosaur skull walks up to you, and this is Boney. Boney is the guardian of this place, and has been snoozing on the job apparently for 2,000 years only to wake up to this. Meaning that she should have got fired a long time ago. Boney, get the hell out of my office. The first level has a little fun mechanic where you have to swing on these vines to get to different locations in the level, but once you get big enough, you don't even need to use them because you just jump over all the walls, which is pretty cool. The main goal of the level is just to find all these machines that are supposedly draining the forest of its life force, so that's pretty bad. So you just have to find all the machines and then the level will end after you eat them all. Anyway, don't worry, I won't describe every detail about every level and every world. I just mentioned this one ending so I can cycle to what happens when you beat a level. Level 2 of the Potbelly Ruins is actually a bit different than Level 1. Instead of being in a jungle, you're now in a desert, and your only goal is to eat these pokey-looking enemies. The boss for this world is called Great Grapey, and... oh, crap, wait, I already used that picture. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Great Grapey. I don't really know what to say about him. He's a goober. He's got giant hands and a cape. I mean, the cape's pretty cool, I guess. The next 2 worlds actually have a fork in the road, so you get to choose which one you do first. And I can tell this is taking a while, so we're gonna go fast. That's right, we've qualified for a lightning round. Let's go. Gulf C. Talk to the most cute/horrifying hermit crab you've ever seen. Play the worst level in the game that I won't go into detail about. Play a not-so-bad level where we go underwater and it's actually kinda cool. Find a giant robotic fish. Blue Sky. Talk to a bird. Jump in cannons. Jump in more cannons. Fight the Cantaloupe? That's what it said. Up until this point, I neglected to mention that after defeating every boss, there's a little cutscene with this mysterious figure. Basically, he just says, "Oh, where did the boss go? Could it have possibly been defeated?" Well, that didn't matter before, but now it does matter. After beating the two worlds that had a fork in the road, you get this cutscene where that pumpkin thing comes back. Turns out it's a mech, and that mech's being piloted by this guy, Don Onion. Yes, that's his name. It seems that the Great Elder and Don Onion have some sort of a past, but we don't get to learn that yet. Well, now back to rushing through this. I can't talk about every single part of every single level, so just strap in. Dessert Factory. Talk to the squirrel that definitely has some inner demons going on. Jump on the hooks. Avoid all the bombs that are literally everywhere. Fight Big Choco. Uh-oh, game developers, you did a little funny. That's great. Mansion. Get all the keys to unlock all the doors. Get on top of the roof to eat the Tobymon monster just levitating there. Defeat Mushroom Thriller, the silly guy. After these two worlds, the Great Elder decides I've been withholding too much information and decides to give a lore drop on Don Onion and himself. And for some reason, the game switches to this random art style and suddenly is voice acting out of the blue. Nothing like this had previously happened in the game. I mean, the introduction technically had some voice acting, but this is different. And it's not even that long, so I'm actually going to play the entire thing. Get some popcorn.
This happened a very long time ago, long before I was called the Great Elder. Back then, Don Onion and I were the best of friends. We worked together side by side for the good of the planet. We focused our research on ways to raise good and healthy Tobymon monsters. But one day that changed when I saw something terribly troubling. What? No! It can't be! What are you doing? Have you completely lost your mind? What is going on here?
These are the creations I've been working on. My Neo-Tabimon monsters will soon be complete. Soon I will be the ruler of the universe.
You fool! This is madness! Neo-Tabimon monsters? So you can rule the universe? I couldn't believe my ears when I heard Don Onion's evil plan. I left the lab in complete disgust.
You were paying attention, right? Well, even if you were, it probably didn't make much sense. Doesn't make much sense to me. I guess Don Onion one day decided to turn to experimentation for some reason. I don't know what motivated him to suddenly want to take over the universe, but whatever. With that taken care of, I want to give a quick apology. I know that some people, if they've played the game before, might be disappointed that I'm not going into more detail about the levels, but this video would be really long if I did that. It also would be more boring, honestly, if I went into detail about them. I still apologize though, trust me, I don't like doing it this way, I just think it's the best way to do this video. But another reason I did it was because these next two worlds are actually very interesting, so I'm going to go into more detail about them. The next world on our grand adventure is Mount Brim. Looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? You get the idea though, it's a hot/cold environment. This time it's a mountain, and I actually really like this place. The goal of this level is really simple, all you have to do is keep going up. The goal is to get to the summit of the mountain, and you do that by going inside and outside of the mountain. It's got a lot of really cool enemies like Ice Cream, and overall I think this world is just pretty good. Level 2 is the same in the sense that you have to go up, but this time there's lava that's constantly rising. Adding a little stress factor to a game that's otherwise not stressful at all is honestly a nice addition. This level is really cool, has some of the best music in the game. It's just overall really fun. There's not much else to say about it than that. It's just a really good level. Well, after this is the boss encounter for this world, and here we have it, Don Onion's back. And this time he whipped up what he claims to be the most powerful Tobymon monster. He used the strongest ingredients. I mean, I don't know what he threw into that brew. But either way, this thing popped out. Rice Baller. What a lovely specimen. Rice Tobymon monster / boss pirate thing. But I'm not a cheater. Greg Grapey will always be my favorite. On to the actual battle. It's essentially basically like a sumo match, in the sense that you have to get Rice Baller here outside the ring. Of course, outside the ring means plunging him into the volcanic lava. So all you gotta do is just make him plunge into the lava a few times, which isn't very difficult because this fight's really easy, and he gets defeated. Dawn Onion is flabbergasted. I mean, how could one Munchable and the Great Elder defeat all of his boss pirates? But it seems our heroes have won. But what's this? A note falling from the sky.
The princess is now a permanent guest at one of my 7 Koopa hotels. I dare you to find her if you can. We gotta find the princess. And you gotta help us.
Dawn Onion is very sorry, and to show his remorse, he's inviting us to a party. I love the party. Don't you love the party? Let's go party. It's space. Yeah, turns out Dawn Onion's plan all along was just to put us up here and get the legendary orbs back while we're stuck up here. The music for this level is kind of nice, the environment looks pretty cool. The goal of the level is kind of fun. Essentially, you have to fight all the leader pirates throughout the game. Not the boss pirates, the leader pirates. The enemies that are just a little stronger than the minor ones. Overall, it's an okay level and a fun starter level to the world. The second level, I have mixed opinions about. Let's just get into it. The second level is a boss rush. It just consists of all the game's bosses again. Except they're easier, which makes sense because if they weren't easier, the level would take much longer, which it already takes long enough. While the level before this has pretty good music, this level doesn't exactly have the best music. Something else I should mention is that suddenly this game tries to take itself seriously, like the Great Elders, like, thank you for accepting me, I've had a tragic past, blah blah blah. I don't know why the game suddenly does this, but, just thought I should mention it. But now it's finally time. Dawn Onion got his hands on all the legendary orbs, and now he's upgraded his mech to be a powerful killing machine. That's right, it's time for the finale.
What in the world is going on here?
Till we meet again, Great Elder!
Hey, that's my house! What do you think you're doing? Come back here!
He'll never be able to catch me!